I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have not been up to making a video or doing anything for that matter. I was talking to my younger sister, her name is Sid, today because I'm just drained. I've literally been going to bed the same time I put the boys to sleep, and then I've been taking a nap, and I am literally nauseous from the time that I wake up till the time I go to bed. And if I wake up in the middle anytime during the night, I am just sick to my stomach. Luckily I haven't been throwing up. Hope that doesn't happen. But I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, I think it's a girl." I'm like, "Yeah, well, here's my thought." With Oliver, I didn't get morning sickness till, I don't know, like 12 weeks or something, or right before 12 weeks, so like 10 weeks. And then with Klyde, I got it a little bit earlier. And this one, I'm pretty sure as soon as the sperm touched the egg, I've been getting nauseous, which in my live pregnancy test video, I actually said that I had been nauseous for 4 days straight, but I was getting bouts of nausea anyways. So it's literally been since 4 days before I took a pregnancy test till now, and it's getting worse as the day goes on. Completely useless, not trying to complain, but there's my excuse as to why I haven't done a follow-up or anything. So, I had the follow-up appointment with my CMN, which I didn't even see her. I went in, and I told him that I had the results, which I had forgotten in my car. So I had to go back out and get them. And then when I came back in with them, the woman assistant that was writing down all my information, after she wrote everything down, she got up and told me to take my bottoms off. And I was like, honestly, I don't want to be examined today. I'm done with it. I've been prodded, I've been poked, I've been stuck with stuff. I don't want examined. They already did that at the hospital. Thank you very much. I'm good. So she said, okay. And then she went out. She was kind of like thrown off, like, you don't have to. I'm like, I know I don't have to. That's why I'm telling you I'm not going to. So another woman came in. I don't know what her title was. I don't know. But she sat down. She was like, well, because you don't want examined, Michelle Peace doesn't have to see you today. I'm like, okay. She looks at me a little confused, like I was going to argue with her or something. She was like, oh, well, you know, from the paperwork that you gave us, you're only about 4 weeks along. I think from the amniotic sac, or the yolk sac, I was 4 weeks exactly on Tuesday. Something like that. Which leads me to really believe that as soon as the sperm touched the egg, my nausea started. So she was like, well, we want you back in a few weeks for another ultrasound. So in my head, I was kind of thinking that it was a follow-up for my ovary, because I've been complaining about constant severe pain with it, and then it ruptured and stuff. I know ovarian cysts are common, but the pain that I've been feeling forever, that everybody said was, you know, just nothing, I'm concerned about it now. Klyde doesn't want to go to sleep. So, you'll probably hear him crying in the background, because he needs to go to bed. What was I talking about? So she says she's going to schedule me. So we go out into the waiting area to the woman who's going to schedule me for an ultrasound. And it's only for a fetal pole. They weren't even going to look at my ovary. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no. That's stupid. So they wanted to schedule me. They ended up scheduling me for a 7-week, 2-day ultrasound to check for a heartbeat, which, like, if you want to make sure that there's a heartbeat there, schedule it for 8 weeks. an entire week or even 5 days makes a huge difference. I'm not worried about there being a heartbeat. They're the ones that are worried about there being a heartbeat so they can put it in my file. So whatever. So they want to do that and blood. So I come home and I tell Tony about it, and he's pissed. He thought that I was going in for them to talk to me about why I went to the ER for my ovary, and they didn't. So he's pretty mad at this point. And I call back in to cancel it because I just think it's stupid. And the woman secretary fought me tooth and nail, man. Did not want to cancel this frigging thing. Not that big of a deal. I'll just skip it. I don't really care. I'll just show up for the blood work. Whatever. And then I told her, you know what? I'll keep it if you schedule me to get my ovary checked. Because I'm concerned about it, okay? I want it looked at, damn it. So she said that she's going to have to call me back. She ended up calling me back. The CMN said, it's okay, you know, we scheduled you in, or we got you so that we will look at your ovary as well. So I'm like, awesome, thanks. Bitch, I'm still just, why 7 weeks? I've literally never heard of an OB office scheduling anybody for a heartbeat at 7 weeks. Never. Like, even first patients, they aren't scheduled till 8-9 weeks. Maybe they've got some incredible equipment. I don't know. Super frustrating. Anyway, so we may or may not go to that. You'll see if I do, because I'll post about it. But exciting news is we told Ollie today. Tony decided he wanted to tell him, so I recorded them. Tony kind of really drew it out, made it kind of complicated, try to like make him guess and stuff. So Oliver just ended up being real confused for a while. You'll see. Bless Tony, he's so sweet. I knew what he was trying to do, but I also knew that Oliver would have either been super confused and not understood it, or been super pumped because he's totally into babies right now. So, yeah, he, after a little while after we told him, Klyde understood it for the most part. But after a little while, Oliver started coming up to me like, you gonna have a baby? Yeah, buddy. Oh, okay. Is the baby gonna come out now? No, bud. No, not right now. So I laid down to take a nap. And Klyde wanted to lay with me. He ended up taking a nap too, thank God. But Ollie was like, no, Klyde, Mama can't pick you up. She's having a baby. And he just keeps coming out with these things. What is it? You gonna have a baby today? No, bud. You gonna have a baby tomorrow? No, nobody. My belly's got to get a lot bigger before I have the baby. Oh, okay. If you stand up with the baby come out, just the thoughts of a 4-year-old. He's so funny. So I'll add that clip in at the end of it. I also will eventually make a video of, I think I called just about everybody. We're going to tell his mom in person, which she's the last person. We haven't told her yet. And my sister, I told before Tony. But everybody else I had called, but I recorded those phone calls. So that's fun. A lot of high-pitched voices. That's about it. That's about it. I'm not even 5 weeks yet. I think I'll be 5 weeks tomorrow. But I wrote some notes down. Figured I might as well do like an update, right? So I officially am peeing every hour. I don't know if I mean, it's got to be good for my uterine lining, because you pee more when you're pregnant because of your blood volume increasing, and it's being filtered, which is causing more toxins being released and what have you, which you end up peeing out. So that's why, if you don't know, that's why you end up peeing more when you're pregnant, before the baby's big. Then it's because you have a large volume and you've got a frickin' baby on your bladder. But, I've got some arthritis in my joints, and they have exponentially gotten worse. I typically take turmeric. I make my own turmeric capsules, but if anybody's ever watched videos, call me dumb. I don't know. India, they eat a ton of turmeric. They eat a ton of curry, and they have the highest rating of infants born with extra limbs and heads and deformities and stuff, which I don't even really know why I'm linking it, but in my head I am, so I'm holding off to take anything for that. I can't keep my eyes open. It's been so bad. I hope this doesn't go on, because then I'm rambling. I'm sorry. It seems like it turns out I was just 3 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. That adds like a whole extra week onto how far along I'm not, which means I legitimately will have like 2 months left of this. I promise I'm really not that big of a whiner, but being nauseous 24 hours a day really blows. Weird symptoms, and I've gotten this with the other boys too. The inside of my nose dries out, and I get a ton of scabs and stuff. I have no idea why. I actually haven't looked into it, and I completely forgot about it until like a week ago when I realized that my nose is all cracked and dry on the inside. It's awful, and it itches all the time, but it hurts to like touch it all. I don't know. I also get crazy earwax. Crazy amounts of earwax. I have no idea why. It's super... I don't even know how that would be pregnancy related. Maybe it has to do with the blood volume. My ears are extra cleaning themselves. I don't know. But yeah, those are weird. Also, my crotch blows bubbles. How weird is that? Not like a queef, but like almost like a goldfish, like every now and again. It's really odd, and it only happens when I'm pregnant. I specifically remember this on Oliver and Klyde. Obviously this one, which is another reason why I tested, because my crotch was doing that. Also, I'm cramping so bad, like I have been since before my period was supposed to start. Maybe that gets worse the more kids I have too. With Klyde, I kind of cramped a little bit. Oliver, I didn't cramp at all. Klyde, I did a little bit, and then this one I have a lot. So all the symptoms have kind of like increased in severity. I don't think it actually means anything other than it kind of sucks, because now I have 2 kids to take care of, and I feel like crap. Also, uterine spasms, man. It's so weird. It's almost like phantom kicks. Like I'm 6 months pregnant or something. It's just... my uterus is just, that's the only way I can explain it. Uterine spasms. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of sweet, because in my head I like to think that there's an actual baby in there, but really it's like just made it past being a clump of cells. So, it doesn't have any nubs or anything. It's like the size of a poppy seed / sesame seed, so... no, that's not doing it. I'm definitely just having definitely just having uterine spasms. So that's fun. I also get at least 1 headache during the day, which isn't severe enough for me to want to take Tylenol or anything. I'll just kind of deal with it. Just deal. But I think that's all my complaining that I have to do. I promise. Every video I do won't me be complaining. I'm kind of going all out for this one. Try to get it out of the way. No promises. But we'll see. Okay. Enjoy watching Tony make things weird. Trying to tell Ollie that he's going to be a big brother. See you guys. You remember that surprise I told you, Ollie?
in Mama's belly? You know what it is?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
You said you knew what it was. It's in Mama's belly.
I didn't know
You know what comes from Mama's belly?
Yeah.
What?
When
What comes from Mama's belly? You came from Mama's belly. Klyde came from Mama's belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what comes from Mama's belly? Starts with a B. Babies.
You know what that means?
What?
It means you're gonna have. We're gonna have another baby.
You don't get it, do you? You confused?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a baby in my
You
belly.
And Klyde, and there's another one in Mama's belly. You're gonna have another sibling, another brother or sister.
There's a baby in my belly.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I still don't get it. I don't know why you guys are telling me this riddle. You're gonna be a big brother again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right, y'all love food.
Okay.
No, buddy. We're gonna have another baby. We're gonna have one more person in the family. You know how like Sydney just had a baby?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, we're gonna have another one. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Klyde,
Do you really?
there's a baby in my
Or are you
belly.
still confused?
Wow.
Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
Are you still
Do you
confused, buddy?
understand or are you still confused?
I'm still confused.
Here, you go. Go up and put your hands on Mama's belly.
There's a baby in my belly.
In there.
Yeah, there's a little baby in there. You're gonna have another baby. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are you still confused?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll work on it, okay? Oh, Klyde, there's a baby in there. Look at his face.
Baby.
Baby!
Yeah.
Not baby.
No, don't touch my boobies.
This one.
Stop.
Yeah. You know how Klyde was a little baby? He's like your little brother. We're gonna have another one.
What?